Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is the show where we really try to cut through all the noise and give you insights that actually matter. Today, we're doing something a bit different maybe, but I think incredibly practical. We're taking what looks like a simple online purchase, buying pots and pans on Amazon, and we're going to turn it into, well, a masterclass in digging for information. Our mission, basically to figure out what an Amazon product page really tells us, beyond just the bullet points. So you can use these skills for, well, pretty much any online listing. We're looking at everything, the official descriptions, those AI summaries of customer reviews, the individual comments too, pricing, even sustainability stuff. You might just think, oh, it's cookware. But honestly, the story here can be surprisingly deep.
Exactly. And that's really the point, isn't it? This isn't just about, this specific set of pans. It's about helping you build up that toolkit for looking critically at things online, because a single product page, it's like a goldmine of data. You get insights into how people actually use it, the real value, even bigger trends among consumers. We want to equip you to see the full picture behind these listings, to spot what's important, what's maybe just a claim, and what people are actually experiencing.
Okay. All right. Let's pull back the curtain then. Our subject today, the Carote Ice 35-piece pots and pans set. So straight from the description, it says nonstick. It's got that kind of sleek white granite look and induction compatible. And of course that big number, 35 pieces, which when you see it, it sounds like it covers everything in the kitchen, right? But it also makes me wonder, okay, what exactly are all those 35 pieces?
It definitely sounds comprehensive. And when you dig in a bit, it mostly is. They talk about reinforced die-cast aluminum, which is pretty smart. It makes them durable, but also surprisingly light. And then there's that 10x ultra nonstick performance claim. Now 10x, that's a bold number, right?
10x what exactly?
Exactly. It's more of an aspirational promise. I think as a buyer, you'd want to see if the reviews actually back that up. Does it hold up in a real kitchen? And those 35 pieces, it is quite a spread. You get different fry pans, saucepans, stock pots, the saute pan lids. But, and this is key, that 35-piece number gets a big boost from a 14-piece knife block set they throw in.
Oh, okay.
Plus, a ladle, spatula, tongs, a steamer, even little felt things, pan protectors. So it really is aiming to be like a complete starter kit.
That's clever. Good way to hit that high number.
Yeah.
Okay, and speaking of value, let's talk price. It's listed at $179.99, and they frame that as a big 40% saving from a, quote, list price, $299.99. And Amazon explains that list price is basically a price it's been sold at or offered at recently. But you always have to remember, that list price, it kind of anchors your perception, makes the discount feel bigger, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It's a classic retail strategy.
You can also grab a used very good one for a bit less, $172.79. And it comes with free delivery options, plus a 12-month warranty from Carote.
That warranty is definitely important. A bit of peace of mind, isn't it? And speaking of trust signals, that Amazon's Choice badge is pretty powerful.
Right. What does that actually mean, though?
Well, it's not just decoration. It's Amazon's own algorithm kind of pointing you towards it. It means the product is highly rated, it's priced competitively, and crucially, it's ready to ship out fast. It's a shortcut for shoppers, for sure, but it also, shapes what gets popular and what gets seen.
Okay, now this is where I think the real story starts to unfold. We've heard the company line, right? But the genuine stuff, the real insights, they often come from the users. Especially when you've got, over 30,000 ratings like this set?
Wow, yeah. That's a lot of feedback.
It's incredible. And Amazon's AI summary tool for reviews is actually pretty handy here. It acts like a smart filter, doesn't it? Sifting through thousands of comments to give you a quick snapshot of what keeps coming up.
It really does. The AI summary is great for boiling down those common themes. First off, looks, aesthetics. People consistently say it's beautiful, pretty, nice. They like the cream white color, though. Classic black gets mentioned, too.
Right.
One reviewer put it nicely. Upon first glance, they are beautiful, lightweight, but very sturdy. Captures it well.
Okay, so looks are a plus. What else?
Ease of cleaning is huge. People say super easy to clean, like you just wipe it out.
Yep.
Effortless. Which brings up an interesting little wrinkle. The product info says hand wash recommended and flat out is dishwasher safe. No.
Right.
But we did see at least one customer review mentioning it is dishwasher safe.
Huh. So maybe they just chucked it in anyway.
Could be. Or maybe they misinterpreted something. But it highlights that common thing online, right? User actions versus the official instructions. Makes you wonder if a bad outcome down the line is the product's fault or, well, user error.
That's a really good point. Got a cross-reference. Okay, what about the non-stick part? Because that's the main event for a lot of people. Is it actually non-stick?
Yeah, seems like it mostly delivers there. Customers use phrases like, nothing sticks, food slides right off. That's what you want to hear.
Definitely.
And for cooking itself, people mention even cooking, heating up quickly, especially on induction tops. Comments like, cooks evenly, heats up quickly and evenly. And finally, value for money. That comes through really strongly. Lots of people feel it's well worth the price, offers great value.
Right. And sometimes those little individual stories really go at home. Like, there's one from Yalaxy praising the quality, the even heating, and noting the handles stay cool. Or someone called T who just adores the set, saying cooking is wicked easy, cleaning too, and calls it worth every penny. Those specific voices add a lot.
They really do. They make the data feel more human.
So, okay, overall impression from the positive side seems really good. But, no product is perfect for absolutely everyone. What happens when we look at the maybe more critical feedback? Where do things get a bit more nuanced?
Right. That's the crucial next step, isn't it? You have to look at both sides. So while lots of people say well-made, sturdy, there are mixed views on how long they actually last. Some reports mention pans not holding up or even worryingly shattering.
Shattering like a glass lids or the pan itself.
The reviews aren't always super specific, but it raises durability questions for sure. For instance, a user named Chris said part of a handle just broke off the very first time they used it.
Oh, wow. That is not good first use.
Not at all. But here's the important follow-up. Chris later updated the review, specifically mentioning excellent customer service from Carote that sorted the problem out quickly.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and similarly, Christina Bell had issues right out of the box, bent lids, maybe some casting flaws. But again, she reported that customer service was great, replaced things, even sent an extra pan, which she ended up really liking.
So the takeaway there isn't just about the initial problem, but how the company handles it.
Exactly. It shows that good customer service can genuinely turn a bad experience around and even build some goodwill. It's a huge factor.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, what about those heat distribution claims? Lots of praise for even heating, but any caveats there? Because I've definitely had pans where the handles get ridiculously hot.
You and me both. And yes, some customers do specifically mention that. They say the handles can get extremely hot, needing silicone groups, which aren't included, I don't think.
Right.
And others noted, and this seems important, that the pans cannot use high heat by no means. They warn against it to avoid burning food, or even, apparently, the pan catching fire.
Whoa. Okay.
Suggesting they're really best for low to medium heat. So even though they work on induction, maybe don't plan on doing a super high temp sear. That's a critical, practical detail from users.
Absolutely. That tells you how you actually need to use the thing to avoid problems.
Yeah.
Are there other little practical tips like that hiding in the reviews?
Yes, definitely. A really common piece of advice is definitely use silicone utensils. Seems obvious, maybe, but one reviewer learned the hard way about scratching the nonstick surface.
Okay, good tip.
Another user recommended keeping a cloth between the pan spots that we are stacking, just to protect the finish, keep them looking nice and preserve that coating.
Smart. Sensible.
And yeah, despite that one conflicting comment we saw reinforcing the official advice, hand wash them. It seems key for making them last. These aren't just small things. They're like user-generated instructions for care.
Gotcha. Okay, so we've gone really deep on the product itself. But what about zooming out? What does all this tell us more broadly? I mean, seeing it ranked as the #1 bestseller in kitchen cookware sets, it's not nothing, right? It clearly shows huge popularity.
Massive popularity. And that connects to bigger trends like sustainability. The product page claims it contains at least 50% recycled material.
Okay, but is that just a claim or?
Well, importantly, they say it's certified by the Recycled Claim Standard Blended. And they even give the certification body, SGS, and a specific number, TE000108794. Having that kind of independent third-party check across the whole supply chain, that's really important for buyers who care about environmental claims. It adds credibility.
Right, it's not just the company saying it.
Exactly. And they also mention shipping it in product packaging to cut down on waste. They cite Amazon's own figures about reducing packaging weight since 2015, but then you also get the choice. You can ask them to ship in Amazon packaging if you prefer, maybe for privacy or gifting.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, and it raises a really interesting tension, doesn't it? How do Our preferences as consumers, maybe for convenience or keeping a purchase private, sometimes clash with these bigger environmental goals.
Yeah.
How much are we willing to adjust for sustainability? It's not always simple.
That's a really thought-provoking angle on packaging. And just quickly, the page itself gives you clues about the competition, right? Those sections like compare with similar items or similar brands.
Oh, yeah, those are strategically placed, for sure. They show you exactly how Carote stacks up piece count, price, features against rivals like, say, Amazon Basics or Kitchen Academy. But it also lets you compare indirectly to maybe higher-end stuff like Viking or Made In. For you, the buyer, it's like a mini market analysis right there on the page.
Helps you figure out where it sits in the market, budget,
Right.
mid-range, premium.
Precisely. It helps you benchmark the value you're getting without having to open a bunch of new tabs.
And I guess looping back, one big meta insight from all this digging is just how crucial customer service is. We saw those examples, the broken handle, the bent lids.
Okay.
Those could have been deal breakers. But because Carote apparently handled them well, according to the reviewers, it actually turned into a positive reflection on the company.
It absolutely did. It shifts the narrative. A potential negative becomes almost a positive testament to their responsiveness. That massively shapes the overall experience and can build real loyalty, even after a problem. It shows that messing up isn't the end, it's how you fix it.
Okay, so wrapping up our deep dive on this Carote ice set, what have we learned? Well, it seems to offer pretty strong value. The nonstick works well for most. People like how it looks. Definitely a popular choice for a reason. But maybe more importantly for you, the listener, we've seen you really need to cross-reference those claims with what users actually say. Pay attention to the practical stuff like heat limits, handle temperature, understand things like list pricing, the Amazon's Choice badge, and don't underestimate the power of good customer service.
Absolutely. So thinking about all the detail that's actually available right there on these product pages, AI summaries, individual stories, certifications, comparisons, it leads to a final thought maybe. How much responsibility do you as a consumer feel you have to really deep dive into all that information before you click buy? And in this world where we have so much data at our fingertips, how does doing that homework, that detailed look, actually shift the balance of power between buyers and sellers online today? Something to think about.